Aloha, and thank you for tuning into other of my reference book reviews. This one is for Martin Dougherty's The Medieval Warrior, Weapons Technology and Fighting Techniques from 1000 to 1500 AD. And through its 5 different chapters, it examines all manner of different pieces of medieval warfare. First, it has an introduction, just kind of showing and telling how different warfare was fought back then. And then, of course, it goes into first our mounted warriors, which is quite exciting. Let's look at some of these beautiful drawings. The hand drawing pictures are juxtaposed by the historical documents. There you have I think that's the Battle of Hastings on that tapestry, as well as different famous battles from history where you can see the tactics and troops being used against each other, as well as, of course, many other different implements of war and their fighting styles, even detailed, like here, breakdowns of the armor that was worn at the time. I found this resource to be a delight to use, and when I was writing my fantasy series, the 9413 fantasy series, I used it quite a bit to inform some of the ideas around how the characters would fight and what kind of weapons and armor they would use. And another thing I do enjoy about it is it does have even some photographs of people, doing historical reenactments. And one of the things I really enjoy when I do write medieval kind of fantasy stories is making the combat, the hand-to-hand combat, gritty and terrifying and horrifying, as instead of just you poke somebody and then they fall over. And so I really enjoyed this because it just shows also the brutality of the medieval warrior, and all the little different tips and tactics and tools they had at their disposal, whether it was, for example, missile troops, and here, showing the different firing lines, having them behind the walls of spears and tower shields, and as well as the ingenuity of siegecraft, whether it's cannons or sappers. If you want to, have a really great introduction to medieval warfare, this is probably one of my favorites. And where would my book review be without a shameless plug for my books that I write? This is my newest trilogy that came out in December of 2024, which is See You at Lister Hall Tomorrow, Yesterday We Met at Strathcona Park, and My Brother Has Brain Parasites, and Now So Do You, which are a delightful time travel trilogy filled with mystery, wonder, all kinds of new secrets for you guys to uncover, and more lore about the world that I write about. And hopefully you decide to pick it up, as I haven't been having too many sales, and your support would be greatly appreciated. So, thank you for tuning in, and as always, be seeing you.